Good afternoon, Vladislav. Everyone knows who I am, John Ozzy from Audacity Capital, Head of Training and Development. Today, I'll be talking to Vladislav Hanov about his journey on the FTP program. He started with us last year with $15,000. Now he's managing 500,000 US dollars and he's hit 10% multiple times on the account. And this is just a simple Q&A with him, how his journey's been, a few questions that some of the traders have asked about and some questions that I'll ask him myself, and what his current plans are and how he's finding the journey of trading. So good afternoon, Vladislav. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. So we'll just dig right into this. And we've done a first interview before. We've hit 10% quite a few times, and obviously me and you are friends. We do have conversations on the back end of things. So we just keep it very simple, nothing sophisticated, nothing complex, just a simple conversation. I've got 10 questions here, just 10 simple questions. And the first question I'll start off with is, how's the journey been? How will you describe the experience from day one to this present day? How are you feeling right now?
First of all, it was a very long journey. So I had a lot of trades. It was around, I'm trading from 9 months to now. So it was very good, actually. My success, I didn't expect that I'm just going to achieve that success for that period of time, but maybe my process was very good. So
that's very good. So what habits will you say contributed to your success to keep that discipline and consistency? Because what you've done is not easy, because I've seen traders try to replicate what you've done and they fail, unfortunately. It's not like they don't know what they're doing. I'll say it's down to the mindset, which me and you talk about quite a lot. It's not just about trading a strategy. The problem most traders tend to find is that when the lot size, the account's doubled up, the lot size increases as well as the drawdown. So they look at the money and not necessarily the pips. So I know you've had that challenge in the past, but you've overcome that challenge. Obviously, this is where you are today. What tips will you give people in terms of overcoming the challenges of the bigger accounts, the lot sizes, and the drawdowns?
So when you go in your next account, so for me, you just need some time just to get used to the numbers and the fluctuation that that bigger account is going to give you. So, for example, on my last account on this 500K, I just started, and on my first 3 days, I think I just lost 2%. So, but that 2% is different than my 240K account. So it was a little bit, confusing. So I just needed to take my time just to get used to that account. And yeah.
That's very good. I've got a good way of explaining this concept, and I'll share it with you and I'll share it with people here. When you trade in big accounts, it's like driving a Honda and driving a Ferrari. If you got a driver's license, you can drive any car, but the difference is driving a Ferrari, you need experience. You need to learn how to control that car, because you can go from 0 to 120 in literally seconds. So as a trader, you've got a strategy. Everybody can trade. I say this all the time, but not everybody can make money consistently. So if we look at trading in terms of driving a fast, high performance car, you have to learn how to control the car. Certain roads you have to drive at 20 miles an hour or 30 miles an hour. Although the car is a beast, you can drive that car at 120, 140 in literally seconds. But you will not drive 120 miles an hour on a 20-mile road, because one, you don't want to damage the car, you don't want to have an accident, and you don't want to kill anybody. So you're going to protect yourself. So that same concept should be applied to your trading account as well. So always have a stop loss. I say this all the time, have a stop loss when you're trading. Trade at the level you're comfortable with. Then as you get more experience trading the markets, as the lot sizes get bigger, then your mindset will be adapted to the bigger lot size. So as me and you always discuss on the back end, psychology and the mindset is very important. And we do recommend books, and me and you have read a few books in common by Mark Douglas. And I keep on telling people, read the Mark Douglas books, Trading in the Zone. It makes a big difference. One book compared to a dozen strategies on the internet makes a lot of difference, because at the end of the day, you can agree with me as well, it's down to that psychological mindset when you're dealing with a 500,000 account. And as you said, your first 2% drawdown on that wasn't $2,000. It was a significant amount. So how do you deal with that fear and that uncertainty? Wow, I've just lost a person's yearly wage in a day or two. So it comes down to resilience. And me and you can definitely agree, and everyone will understand, you've built resilience over 9 months. And it's not a fluke, because you've hit 10% twice. And everyone knows, no one really knows, and I will make it official. I take side bets on you. And we take that as a joke. Anytime you hit 10%, somebody in the office buys me dinner. That's a good chat. That's a good headache to have, because that's how much I believe in you. It's not like I don't believe that you don't know what you do. I believe in your mindset. I know how you work. So off my head, I know roughly how many times you're going to be hitting this 10%. We have people in the community asking me, oh, how is Vladislav the only person? No, there are other people. But the reason why we talk about Vladislav, and I talk about you with pride as well as watchers, you're my friend, is because you're young and you've done it in a short space of time. So anyone can trade, anyone can drive a car, like I said. It's how you do it. And you've had losses as well. And on the record and off the record, and I've said it on your review, your strike rate is 50-50. Yeah. Whereas you've got some people who got 89%, 92%. Well, your strike rate is 50-50, and you complement my philosophy. You can be right or wrong when you're trading and still make money. If you're right 50% of the time and you're wrong 50% of the time, and you're managing over $500,000, clearly you're doing something right?
Yep.
So that's what I keep on telling people. Trading is an art, it's a skill, but your psychological mindset is very important. Will you agree that's the best way to put it?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is the most influential lesson you've learned trading the markets? Like trading the markets, that's one thing. Your environment, your mindset. And again, you were young when you're making this, and you're still growing. And you know, this is just the beginning of your journey. How do you maintain that composure? Because it's not like you're under pressure. It's like now you're doing this for fun. Well, how do you stay the same person you are, the same Vladislav people know back home, that, hey, the cool guy, the guy who's always joking? The money hasn't changed you. I know that for a fact. But you battle your own challenges in your head. How do you deal with that mental balance? Because it's a big shift going from zero to earning over 6 figures a year.
Yeah, now I think it's very hard because I've achieved something. So now I need to protect it. So it's not easy. It's not easy for me, maybe for now. So in the future, I maybe get used to, bigger amounts even, or something like that. I don't know. But it's very hard. But in trading, for me, it can give you skills. So now we are like trading for the week, or we are day traders. But when you go to some trade, maybe buying some house, so you're now longing 30-year loan, so you're gonna need some skills. So for me, trading can give you my skills to take some big trades.
That's very good.
Euro.
This is a personal question. It's been asked by a lot of people. I'll let you answer. What lot size is Vladislav comfortable trading? I say, you know what? That one's a tricky one for me myself, because you tend to rotate depending on what you're trading as well. So on average, so let's just make it easier, because it's not a straightforward question I can answer myself, seeing the back end of things. Yeah. So can you give me an average amount? What's the average amount that you tend to trade in terms of lot sizes? Because the maximum you can trade is 16. The
But
minimum you can trade is 0.50.
I would say 8 watts, but it really depends. So, for example, if I am up, let's say 5% on my account, so now I'm away from my drawdown area. So, like I'm in the safe zone, so I can afford to go 16 lots even.
Okay.
It really depends.
That's
If
very good.
my drawdown area, I just start to cut my lot.
Okay.
Or maybe I can go against 16 lots again, but it will be, I need to be really sure that this trade is going to work for me.
That's very good. You see, people, Vladislav has said it himself, and I tell people, and the way I answered this question on the back end was, no trader can have a specific amount that he's comfortable with. It depends on the market conditions, as you said. Depends on the trade, the pair, the drawdown, and how long you're holding the trade for. Some people can hold that trade for 2-3 days and be in the red. Some people can hold it for seconds. There was one person who was brave, I will not mention the person's name, recently, on a 15K account, traded 10 lots and got away with it for 10 seconds. That was a glitch. And that person made $500 and basically cheated to 10%. But the person's been spoken to. But all I'm trying to say is that the market can be very volatile. So it doesn't mean because you can trade 0.50. You've been given risk parameters for a reason, not just to show us that you can trade, show us that you're consistent. Is to help you build that mindset, because when you've done stage 1, how do you feel? Okay, it's good. You've done stage 2. Okay, you've done 3 and 4. When you got to 120,000, your confidence was growing because you've done it the first time. Okay, maybe you're lucky. You've done it the second time. Oh, boy, it looks like I'm good at this. And you've done it the third time, experience, because you've done it once, you've done it twice. So you could do it the third time, right?
Yeah.
And the fourth time you've done it, then, hey, I'm confident I can go all the way. And this is how you got to 500,000. And I remember that conversation we had in December, like you're on 240. I said, am I going to have a conversation with you in the new year on 500,000? You were laughing.
Yeah.
Early in January, I got a text. Oh, 500,000. Then what happened in March? Hey, you're a happy man today. You better go and get a soup for dinner. You've done it again.
Yeah.
So it's a good headache to have, because now you've passed the stage of fear. You're having fun with what you do. So to the other traders out there, what will you recommend? What will you say to them if you were to start this journey all over again? What will you recommend to them to do?
Okay, when I just start my journey, let's say I might get lucky because I go to my third stage for a short period of time. So my advice, because there's a fees in Audacity, so my advice is just to save some money, just not to have pressure on you, because on every month you get like £100. So this £100 is nothing for a long period of time. So just save some money, just put it on a side for 4 or 5 months, just to get over that over the second account. So when you got over that, you're gonna be like on break even. So you're gonna have some time just to take trades, and just Audacity is going to support you. So now I'm seeing some guys complaining that okay, there's a starting fee for let's say $300, and there's monthly fees, but isn't that the trades that you're gonna make for a long period of time? Isn't you are not a trader for that? So if you cannot risk that, let's say 500, 600, $600. So why are you joining into trading?
That's true. That's well said. Finally, now these are a series of problems traders tend to face that I've summarized based on my last 25 reviews. So the challenges in terms of the mindset of your average trader is greed, fear, FOMO, revenge, lack of confidence, distractions, and no strategy. So we'll go through one by one and just tell me your views and what you recommend on them. So number one, challenge greed. How do you recommend a trader deals with greed?
I don't know. Tomorrow is another day, so you just get out of the trade. So
That's it.
you just need some time.
That's it. So in other words, we can both agree on do not chase the market. There's always another day to trade.
Yeah.
The second one, FOMO, fear of missing out. The most common one. Oh, the pound CAD is going down. Oh, I'm going to miss it.
Yeah.
What do you talk about the missing train?
Personally, I don't. If my stop loss is got hit or my level is got hit, I'm just out of that trade. I'm just not chasing him. So, for example, if you see my review, my biggest trade was my biggest loss was on GBP JPY. So I just sold that at the peak. So maybe after 3 days after that, I was watching that pair going down and down and down, but I just didn't even going.
What about revenge? Revenge trading? How do you feel about that?
So I just when I feel that moment, I just step away for a day or two, maybe even a week. So
less is more, basically.
Yeah.
That's good. Finally, distractions. How do we deal with distractions trading the market when people are distracting you, your environment? There's too much noise.
Yeah. At this moment, my advice is just don't get in any trade that you're seeing, because most probably you're gonna lose. So because you don't have good mindset, so you need just some time to compact your mindset and just to be able to synchronize with your whole pairs. So just don't trade.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. So yeah, Vladislav, thank you very much, man, for your time this afternoon. I know you're a very busy guy to get, but I appreciate your time. And I know this is not the end, but hey, London is opening up. And yes, I've said it. I'll look forward to seeing you in London sometime in the summer.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be another story on its own. And I know you're not far again from another 10%, but that's fine. But you see, we can only do so many reviews, but the whole point is we're telling people this is possible, this is achievable. Vladislav was only 24, 25, joining the program. Now you're 26. You've done this in 9 months. You've never traded before. Everyone knows the journey. You're self-taught. And in between the journey as well, me and you became friends, and I brought some value to the table as well. So it's not just about you not doing it. You are perfectly fine on yourself by doing it yourself. I just brought some experience to the table. Hey, you're doing this right, but let me share this with you. And I learned from you as well. So it's not just me sharing my wealth of experience with you. You shared some things with me as well, some personal things. So that's how we became friends. We both helped each other and we both learned from each other, because I don't know everything. You don't know everything, but that relationship has brought success.
Yeah.
And I look forward to our relationship even growing even further down the line, down the years. And I know there's more money to be made. And like I said, thank you very much for your time. And I look forward to seeing you in London in the offices very soon. And thank you everyone for tuning in. And Vladislav, I shall see you real soon. Stay safe in these unprecedented times of the pandemic. And as I say, sanitize and keep yourself hygienically clean and healthy.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you soon with that smile. But yeah, have a great day and thank you for your time.
You too. Bye bye.